Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it. We're going to dive into 3 bottles. I can't wait to pop open. I can't wait. One, I actually already just popped, but I literally just popped it right before we started today's episode. But before we kick it off, a couple updates for the Judge community. So in terms of barrel picks, so we've actually had a lot of really good barrel picks. So we literally just sold out of our 13th colony barrel pick. It was a cask strength bourbon. It was essentially like a double oak. The secondary oak was a Japanese like a cherry wood. So really cool. So our Patron community, or those bottles, are being delivered literally as we speak. So that was a really cool barrel pick. Really excited for that one. What we have coming up. So what do we have coming up? We have rare character. So just finalizing the rare character label, like design and so forth. So that one's going to be releasing pretty soon to the Judge community. We have rare character. We have a JW Kelly pick. So myself and patrons join us next, I think it's next Wednesday, July 9th. So July 9th, whatever day July 9th is, we're doing a barrel pick with JW Kelly out of Tennessee. Some Chattanooga, Tennessee whiskey that is straight fire. So we have a JW Kelly barrel pick coming in that we'll be picking. Rare character we already did. And we have coming up as well Glen's Creek. So Glen's Creek, we actually did 2 barrels of Glen's Creek. We did a OCD number 5 and a Cafe Au Lait, but we're going to release them at different times. So I think OCD number 5 is going to be first up. And then there's even more barrel picks down the road, but really excited for the Judge community and for all of our patrons to have access to some premier barrels. All right, so I love popping brand new bottles like the next person. I love it. I mean, I flat out love it. So all 3 of these are actually quite different, and I actually have not had the first 2 I've never had them before. The last one I had a different version of it. So really excited for the next 3 that we're going to pop open today. But in the spirit, we're going to pop open just this one now, and I'm going to enjoy the other 2 later this evening. All right. So Judge, what are you popping open and why? So the first one I'm going to pop open probably right after this episode is over, came from, I have to give credit where credit is due. This is from Mrs. Judge. This was a Father's Day present. Yes, from Mrs. Judge, a Father's Day present. So I'm going to give it up to Mrs. Judge. This is a bottle of Foregate. This is Foregate. This is the Dearborn Pirates. I've never had this release, funny enough. And I've enjoyed a lot of Foregate whiskey. So when you think about Foregate, Bob and team they're buying like a lot of like older whiskey, putting it into other like secondary barrels, letting it age and so forth. We actually just did a barrel pick with Foregate. It released to our Patron community, already sold out. It was a double oak. But this one, the Dearborn Pirates, is a high rye bourbon whiskey finished in a Neho spicy dark rum cask. Yes, dark rum cask. Aged at least 8 years. Look at the color on that. Oh my goodness. This just screams cigar. It just says, Judge, pour me with a great cigar. No bottom shelf cigars, but a great cigar. So later tonight, I am popping the Foregate Dearborn Pirates. Yes, indeed. Again, cheers to Mrs. Judge. Thank you for that one. That's number 1 I'm popping later tonight. Number 2. So number 2 is kind of cool. This is a brand where in my travel, I don't see it locally by me in Delaware, but in my travel, I've seen this brand before. And I was actually just on vacation out in Scottsdale with the family. And of course, shocker, I stopped at a liquor store. Shocker. I actually stopped at one of the coolest liquor stores, by the way, out there, a place called Trevor's. So if you're ever in the Arizona area, make sure you go to Trevor's liquor store. Fantastic liquor store. And they had a sample of this. This is their barrel pick. And I was like, sign me up. Sign me up. So I've already tried this one. Can't wait to pop it though myself, at least my version, my bottle here at home. This is Old Potrero. So Old Potrero from San Francisco. This is a straight rye whiskey. Single barrel, obviously, aged 8 years and 11 months, so essentially 9 years old, coming in very close to hazmat, 137.4. So the cool thing about this is that this is truly 100% malted rye whiskey, and it is actually truly made in California. So it truly is made in California. It's not sourced. It's their own whiskey, at least according to the label. So I'm really excited to pop this one open. Like I said, I had a sip of this at Trevor's liquor store, and I was like, this is coming home with me, because this is some damn good whiskey right here, folks. Woo! Gotta give credit, though. Gotta give credit to Trevor's. That's their barrel pick. But that whiskey is truly insane. Literally insane. All right. The third bottle I'm going to pop, and I actually already did pop. That's what's in my glass today. First and foremost, look at the color of that. That actually looks like damn near coffee. Goodness gracious, that start. Before I dive into that one, real quick, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know some bottles that you've recently opened, and let me know what your thoughts on them. Last but not least, please make sure you also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right. Cheers. Woo! Number 3 is complex as they come. Number 3 comes with a story. So in my Patron community, we have a gentleman by the name of Steve. Steve is one of the coolest guys out there. And I mean, he is genuinely one of the coolest guys. Has a pure heart. He is a good man. That is a good guy. So Steve goes to one of his local stores in New Jersey, and he has access to like a lot of single barrels at his local shop. And so this one came from a place called the Barrel Drip. So this is a Nulu bottle, obviously Nulu. Very unique though. I think there was only so this single barrel, there were only 66 bottles produced. Yes, you heard that, 66. It's insane. So this is bourbon whiskey finished in sherry and apple brandy barrels. So sherry apple brandy barrels, coming in at 126 proof. It was finished though for 3 years. So it spent 3 years in those sherry apple brandy barrels. That is insane. Typically, when you think of a finish, the finish it sits in the secondary barrel for maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months. But in this case, it sat in those barrels for 3 years. That is insane. So when I popped this open right before we started today's episode, and I took a small sip, I was like, goodness, this is truly complex. This is one of the most unique finished whiskeys I've ever had. And this is one where I think it's great neat, but I actually think it might even be even better with a cigar. This is a fantastic finished pour. One that, let's just say, if you like a finished pour bourbon, you're going to love this. This is spectacular. I'm not sure how many other similar sherry apple brandy barrels that are out there that were aged at least 3 years. But hey, again, I got to give a huge shout out to my man, Steve. This, my man, is truly insane. Cheers to you, Steve, and cheers to these bottles I'm about to pop in just a couple hours. Peace. Take care. See you guys.